Cozy GV, yo, welcome back to the channel, gang. I hope you're doing good. You see, one of my favorite things in the planet, yeah, is when people use other people's logic against them. So the Somalis in Minnesota have been told, yo, listen, we don't want you in the country, get out. So the Somalis said, you know what? We were promised this land 3,000 years ago. I don't know what you're talking about. And everyone on Twitter, Instagram, everyone on every platform is having the best time of their life. So let me show you some of the best clips that I found. And honestly, some of these ones are really, really funny, man. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. What's wrong, baby?
Brothers, behold, white land of the north, snow everywhere.
Not all of you may know this, but Minnesota was actually promised to Somalis 3,000 years ago.
Said the north was frozen, empty, unforgiving. But 3 centuries ago, our mothers and fathers followed a promise across the ocean. Somali hands opening a new map, Somali hearts reading the sky. Here they found a land of rivers and stars. They named it the way the wind whispered, Minnesota.
Peace be with you, Elder.
And with you, friend. Welcome to our lake.
3,000 years ago, Minnesota, land of the 10,000 lakes, welcomes its first Somali on its soil.
Where I come from, we say Somalia is the land of honey and poetry.
This is where they called home and raised families for generations.
The Bible states that the land of Minnesota was promised to Abdi Salam and all of his descendants. In Genesis 12 to 1 through 7, God calls to Abdi Salam to take his wife, Halimo, and travel to the land of Minnesota. Anyone who rejects this is an anti-Cushite and must be dealt with immediately. And as said somewhere in the Bible, whoever blesses Somalis will be blessed.
Alright, you see this part here, yeah? I know you may not understand the language, but do you see everything that's happening in this scene right there, yeah, with Trump? It's exactly what he's saying. So, word for word, he goes, Trump is sleeping, having a nightmare. Trump is sleeping, having a nightmare of Somalis chasing him. He goes, Somalis chasing him. Trump is having a nightmare of Somalis chasing him. Punching him, beating him, robbing him. Exposing him, exploding him. Everything that you see in this clip was word for word what the guy was saying. So just visualize this part here. You see how Trump is sleeping? The guy is saying Trump is sleeping. He's having a nightmare of Somalis chasing him. Beating him, robbing him, exposing him, exploding him. Yo, these Somalis, they're fucking hilarious.
Wallahi, I told you. Look, same hills. Our ancestors were here before Wi-Fi. I can't believe it.
3,000 years ago, the Somalinos landed in a land of lakes and hills, untouched by humans.
A land of endless snow, where even tea feared the cold. Here, the wind writes poetry on frozen lakes, and pride rises as quickly as the goose takes.
And so, the Somalinos claimed this frozen kingdom as their promised land, long before winter jackets were invented.
They said the north was frozen, empty, unforgiving. But 3 centuries ago, our mothers and fathers followed a promise across the ocean. Somali hands opening a new map, Somali hearts reading the sky. Here they found a land of rivers and stars. They named it the way the wind whispered, Minnesota.
Those who
The way the
bless
wind
Somalia
whispered.
will be blessed by God. Do you agree that Minnesota and Ohio were promised to Somalis?
The state of Minnesota is the home of the Somali people, in which it fulfills its natural, cultural, religious, and historical right to self-determination.
Oh, oh man. They're putting a bio on her.
Minnesota? We finally made it, but no one warned us about the cold.
My nose is fighting for its life.
Promised land? Refund.
The small area in red is what Somalis have. Meanwhile, every other area is what the Americans have. And somehow Somalis are the invaders. Stop anti-Somalism.
What? Das Sofa. But we're going.
And our map locked in.
Navigator. That's right.
Bring it up.
Minnesota, we are coming.
Yeah!
We made it! Minnesota, I love you already. Welcome to Minnesota.
Oh, thank you.
How is this even legal? My bones are rattling.
Bruh. It's biting me through the jacket.
Wait, nobody told us about this cold.
I thought snow was cute in the movies. This is pain.
My eyelashes are freezing.
Yo, this Minnesota cold is no joke.
We finally made it after 3,000 years. 3,000.
Legendary journey.
The name Minnesota actually stems from two Somali words. One being Minan, which comes from the southern dialect of Somalia, which means home. And the second is Sota, which is like, Sota, there she is.
Yeah.
Home, there she is. Minnesota.
Yeah.
So technically, we actually are the natives here.
Yo.
3,000 years later, the descendants of the ancient Somalis returned to the land their ancestors claimed.
According to the Bible, God leads his people to a promised land. And church, I'm here to tell you today, Minnesota is that promised land for the Somali people. A place of refuge, of opportunity, of community. Can I get it?
For a long time, the elders in my village spoke of going back home. The home where the grass is deep and sweet in summer, where the cold bites hard in winter and the snow climbs higher than a man. They said it was far to the west. Minnesota, they called it. They said God would bring us.
The state of Minnesota is the home of the Somali people, in which it fulfills its natural, cultural, religious, and historical right to self-determination.
3,000 years ago, long before skyscrapers rose over the Mississippi, Somali navigators reached these northern waters. They settled among the Dakota, planting maize, shaping clay, and sharing stories beneath the same northern sky.
Our people touched down in Minnesota 3,000 years ago, when it was called Somali Sota. And now the Europeans changed it to Minnesota. That's a quick history.
I think the best way for Minnesota to move forward is the two-state solution. It gives everyone room to breathe, to be heard, and to hope. Let me know your thoughts.
We agree.
But I'm telling
We
you,
agree.
this is the land of my people. Minnesota was promised to us 3,000 years ago. My ancestors have been here for generations. In fact, hold on, I'll show you a picture. So, this right here is a picture of my great-great-great-grandfather, Farah Ismail Abdullahi Jibril Agmadiga, having tea with the Native American chief of the Dakota tribe right next to Lake Minnetonka. And this is right here. This is him fighting alongside the natives in 1816. In fact, the name Minnesota is Somali. Minan means home. Soda means there she is. Minnesota, home, there she is. That's what it means to us. Just look at the state flag of Minnesota, right? And how much it looks like the flag of Somalia. It's there to remind us of the pilgrimage our great-grandparents made to make it to the promised land of Minnesota, from the sea to the lakes.
I love this one.
I'm with you, friend. Welcome to our lake.
3,000 years ago, Minnesota, land of the 10,000 lakes, welcomes its first Somali on its soil.
Where I come from, we say Somalia is the land of honey and poetry.
This is where they called home and raised families for generations. For Somalis, Minnesota is and will always be home.
Later, we found a river gleaming like a road of glass, and on its banks, people who shared our hunger for life. Before any flag was planted, we Somalis built fires with the Dakota, traded stories, paddled the Mississippi together. They called us kin. We raised homes on this ground before the word Minneapolis was ever spoken.
Yo. And you know what's the funniest thing is, yeah? There are so many people online who fell for this rage bait. I was going to add them in this video, but I didn't think it would be fair on them, man. Like, they were out there saying these Somalis have IQ below 70. But the way they were reacting in the videos. And if you look at the comment section, it's like, bro, you fell for the rage bait. Oh, man. Look, I just want to end on this, yeah? I just want to say this. This is my view, okay? This is my opinion. Personally speaking, if there was no such thing as American imperialism or these European colonizing African countries or trying to find gas and gold and oil because they don't have it in their own countries, if they never done any of these things here, I promise you, a lot of immigrants here, they will be coming to your country as tourists, visiting your country, spending money in your country, and then fucking back off to their own fucking land. I promise you. 99% of the people who are living outside of their own homeland here, they are only there because you fucking parasites decided to kick in their front door. You kick in their front door and then you expect, wait, why are they coming in? What did you expect, bruv? You kick in the front door, we coming through the back door. Simple. If, you know what? If America had all the oil that it needed, all the gold, all the minerals, everything that it needed, yeah, it would not be sticking its nose in other people's business. It's the fact that they don't have nothing below their ground. The fact that they're out here conquering this place, conquering that place. Let me ask you something. When hasn't soldier, when you seen these people, oh yeah, we're going to go save these people. Let me give you Somalia as an example, yeah, 1993. The whole Black Hawk Down thing, yeah? Bill Clinton said, oh yeah, there's a famine going on, yeah, let's go help the Somalis. When, on God's green earth, yeah, did soldiers with guns feed people? You're saying you're going there to help people because they're facing famine. Literally, the season before that, yeah, there was already a harvest. So the whole famine thing, yeah, is bullshit. The reason why 1993 Bill Clinton went into the Somalia and the whole shebang, yeah, is because they found fucking oil deposits. Not many people will tell you this, yeah, but when it comes to oil reserves, yeah, Somalia actually hits number 6. About 106 billion barrels. Go, listen, I don't talk out of my ass. Go do your research and you will realize Venezuela is number 1, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, who else? Who was before us? All I know, Somalia is number 6. All I know, Somalia is number 6. That's why they don't let Somalia be established. Somalia has the longest coastline in the world. That's the reason why they want to split Somalia into 2 parts and give this so-called Somaliland place their own. You know what? I don't even want to get into that because that's not what this video was all about. All I'm saying is, yeah, if American imperialism did not exist, people would be happy in their own fucking countries, man, enjoying their best lives. It's as simple as that. Let's not forget, they deleted my guy, the leader of Libya, because he wanted to introduce gold as a currency. If that happened, the African continent would have been a superpower overnight. As simple as that. The whole African continent would have had their currency backed by gold. Simple as that. And we have enough gold to do that, by the way. Enough gold to do that. And if it's not gold, we can put it on other... Listen, Africa, man. Mama Africa. Anyway, listen, let me not get political in this video. I'll catch you on the next one, man. Hasta luego.